welcome to Who Threw the Curve. Today, I will be going at this alone. Originally, we were supposed to be scheduled with Free. Uh, However, we had some issues with the recording. So I am going to wing this myself. So today, we're going to speak about a topic that we spoke about together, but I'm going to be winging it by myself. And it's Snoop Dogg. Snoop, who is all a famous rapper, as you guys know. And also, I believe the new CEO of Death Row also was quoted as saying that the music industry isn't working anymore because of streaming. My take on it is this: Snoop, maybe not for you though. Maybe for newcomers, only because it's so easy now for rappers coming up to do it themselves and streamline themselves, that the competition is like the pot is humongous, and there's a lot of good artists that are streaming but aren't really getting anything out of it because there's too many. However, artists like yourself, you're a brand name. So is streaming working for the new and for the, I'm sorry, is streaming working for the old but not the new? In my experience, the online business, because streaming is an online business, right? You guys used to have CDs, cassettes, 8 tracks before that, and even before me, reel to reel, right? And you used to make your money by selling these things. However, these things aren't they're not tangible anymore. So now music is streamed onto people's devices. But think about it, Snoop. If one of your songs sold a million CDs at $5 a pop, right? And that's $5 million. However, now in these days, if one of your songs was streamed or downloaded into a device for $1, now think about it. Now your audience is the whole world. So you got billions of people. So if, let's say, out of that billion, 500 million people download that one song for $1, you just made $500 million. So is it really not working, or is it that it's not working for the new? And I believe that it's not working for the new because it's a whole different world now, especially how you market and everything else. For instance, myself, I have two online businesses that do very well. And if I had a store, right, brick and mortar store, that means, let's say I had it in Delancey here in the Lower East Side where I'm from. So if I had it there, I would only get traffic from people that come to Delancey, right? This is not many, so I'll probably go bankrupt. However, since my stores are only shoppable online, my customers, I sell stuff to people in Australia, England, Japan, Vietnam, Saudi Arabia, and the United States, and Hawaii, and places that these people would never have come. Sorry, I dropped my mic. Places I sell online to people who would never ever have come to Delancey and don't even know what Delancey is. They don't even know what the Lower East Side is. So I don't know. I'm probably going to disagree with the fact that you said that it's going to ruin the industry. It's probably not going to ruin the industry. It's just that now it's kind of clusterfucked, you know. So there's a lot of competition. For instance, I have a lot of competition, but I'm not worried about my competition. Why? Because I market myself well. I'm not going to talk about how I do things right now because that's a business segment, and we're not talking about business. I mean, we are talking about business, but we're talking about business on a perspective to music. So, with that said, no, there's a lot of money online. It's just that if a newbie is not making money, it's because they're going about it wrong. And not only that, because you guys, with the big heads, like I'll say like you and Death Row, have you and many others have your hands in their pockets. So it's impossible for them to make money because everybody's grabbing. So they're going to make what? A penny out of everything sold. Then of course they're not going to make money, right? They have to supersell. They have to oversell. They have to sell in places they don't even understand, right? What they're saying. Shit. half the time I don't understand what they're saying. So I don't think the streaming is going to ruin it. I think just the whole marketing and how many people have their hands in these young kids' pockets and who are gearing them the wrong way, who later on get robbed because they signed up into all these different contracts and they don't really know the business aspects of it. And it's just like I was speaking on a segment before about NBA players. You know, they're coming from the hood. They don't know anything about business. They don't know how to act, or certain people don't know how to act. They were never taught how to act. They act accordingly to where they grew up. And if they grew up in the hood, that's how they act in that manner. So you're grabbing inner city kids who have no idea about business, no idea about investing their time, their money into their business and in marketing, and expect them to do well. No, instead they depend on you to do that, not you specifically, because I'm sure that you don't rob anybody, but there are other people that do. Um, and with that said, now I think the streaming business is a great business if you know what you're doing and you market it and you learn about it. You're gonna rock because you gotta remember back in the days when you sold CDs and hope that a store sold them if it got to a store. If you had to make your own CDs and make the copies, that means you were out on a corner, let's say on Delancey, and handing them out or selling them for $5 or going on the train and selling them for $5 and hoping that people are gonna buy it, right? How many will you sell then? Not too many. But now you have the world as an audience and as a shopper and a patron and also as a fan. So your potential is unlimited if you do it correctly. So Snoop, if we're going to talk about this, let's talk to them the real way because let's educate them. And if, you're going to educate them, let's stop taking less out of their pocket because once you do that, they're going to make money. Thanks. Stop throwing them curves. Thanks.